ஆரம்பிச்சிடலாமா?
ஆரம்பிச்சு.
Vanakkam, welcome you all for this wonderful health webinar series on women's health by GCSMR Global Center for Siddha Medicine and Research. Thank you all for joining today. This is a special event on women's health. As you all know, fundamental for a family or a household is women's health, which is very essential for all of us in the family and for the society. So, from GCSMR, we have already done a series on women's health with the integrative approach. With that overwhelming responses, we are now doing one more series on women's health from the Siddha aspect, like how we can take care of our women's health from the Siddha Maruthuvam aspect. Thank you all for joining. And this is the first part of this series. So, this women's health webinar is going to happen every month, last Sunday of every month. This webinar is going to happen. The timing is the same timing, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. India time. This is free webinar. It's open to all, and this will be conducted in English. So feel free to call your friends and forward it to all your loved ones to know about our traditional way of handling women's health from Siddha Maruthuvam aspect. So first, the first part, this is going to be like how to have a healthy menarche, and we have our Dr. Satyavati on this topic. As a first part of this, we will be having the introduction about the speaker, and the speaker, Dr. Satyavati, will be doing the presentation for 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. At the end, we will be having an interactive question and answer session. So if you have any questions, please ask. You can ask the questions in a short timing. And also, if you want, you can chat in the type your question in the chat box also. So at the end, we will be having an interacting question and answer session. So now we can go to our next agenda. I'll welcome our advisory committee and Siddha Dr. Selva Shanmugam, to have a brief introduction about Dr. Satyavati. Thank you. Dr. Selva Shanmugam.
Yes, thank you, Santhamari and Ramamani, respected President of Global Center for Siddha Medicine and Research. It is my great pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Dr. M. Satyavati, an accomplished Siddha physician, researcher, and academician with over a decade of experience in clinical practice, research, traditional knowledge documentation, and public health education. Dr. Satyavati completed her undergraduate, that is BSMS, and the postgraduate, MD Siddha, from Government Siddha Medical College, Palayankotai. Throughout her career, she has served several prestigious institutions, including our Health India Foundation, CSIR TKDL projects, and Indian Medicine Research, that is IMR project, exclusively for the Burma. Siddha Central Research Institute under the Central Council for Research in Siddha under the Ministry of Ayush, where she made significant contribution to the documenting the Siddha formulations and developing innovative three-dimensional virtual Burma mapping platform. This is very important project she undertook for last few years back. She is currently working as a residential medical officer at National Institute of Siddha. It's a premier institute for Siddha system situated in Thambram, where she specialized in traditional Siddha diagnostic, patient-centered care, community health awareness, and many other prestigious positions. Her academic interests include Siddha literature, Burma, traditional medicine documentation, women's health, and digital preservation of Siddha knowledge. So, an active public health educator, Satyavati has conducted numerous awareness programs in Siddha system of medicine, exclusively Siddha herbal medicine awareness program to the general public, preventive health care, medicinal plants, and Siddha home remedies to the needy people. She has
Dr.
also
Sarva,
delivered.
sorry to interrupt
Yes.
you. Can you switch on your video? Thank you.
Okay. Is it okay?
No, with the video is not coming.
Video. 1 minute.
Your video.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Now, okay, doctor.
Okay. So, an active public health educator, Dr. Satyavati has conducted numerous awareness programs on Siddha herbal medicine, preventive health care, and medicinal plants. She has also delivered an invited lecture in Siddha medical students and general public also. So, with her rich blend of clinical expertise, research experiences, and a passion for promoting authentic Siddha knowledge, we are delighted to have her with us today. With great pleasure, let us all extend warm and heartfelt welcome to Dr. M. Satyavati as she shared her valuable insight with us. Dr. Satyavati, you can start your presentation now.
Good evening, one and all. Good morning to one joining from India. And today, on the behalf of GCSMR, I'm here to share with you all the core concepts of the women health through the vision of Siddha system of medicine. Today, the webinar is about how to have a healthy manak and to guide parents to raise their adolescent daughters and navigate.
Dr. Satyavati, I think
physical,
it was
emotional,
muted.
and social changes.
Sorry for disturbing. I think there's something wrong.
No issue.
And you can start sharing your.
Slides are visible, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes, visible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Why Manak matters? Manak in Tamil we call it as Pupu, otherwise calling from other colloquial names, calling by other colloquial names like Madhavidai, Teetu. It is called in a beautiful word, Pupu. It is Manak, attaining puberty. Why it matters? It is the initial period of the women's reproductive journey, and it's a part of the womanhood and the journey to attain the skill of the creation, creating a new generation. So for these reasons, the Manak matters. Talking about the menstruation, it still continues to be associated with stigma and misconceptions in many societies. It is not a shame or stigma or a taboo. It is always an inherent shame associated while people talk about menstruation. Though menstruation or Manak attaining puberty is celebrated in our society, the question is the purpose and objective of the celebration is implemented or not. The main purpose and objective should be giving attention to the girl, protecting herself, giving protection, and emphasize on the nutrition and lifestyle throughout the entire journey. So menstruation matters. So all the misconceptions and stigma has to be cleared away, and reducing the restrictive customs associated with the menstruation, and the talk should be made and the dialogue should be made by each and every parents in the society, teachers, to wither away the misconceptions. So when the Manak and the continuous menstrual cycles will become a welcoming journey, welcoming change in a girl's life, when the parents, teachers, and the societies change their perception on the age-old myths on menstruation and create an environment and space for the girl which could protect and support her both physically and mentally. So why Manak matters? What the global statistics says, even the WHO and UNICEF says they are overlooked. Menstruation and Manak in the adolescent stage is overlooked globally because millions of girls are unprepared for their Manak globally because the hygiene, the sanitization, poor lack of basic hygiene and lack of sanitization matters. the facilities and the products, the availability of the napkins, the bins to be disposed, lacking the awareness to the cleanliness in the private toilets or lacking. And another thing is the UNICEF data shows anemia is a major problem for the adolescent girls globally. And 30% of the adolescent girls globally are estimated to be anemic. So conducting the weekly iron and folic acids in schools and deworming programs had added a good effect. So due to the lack of the education and the awareness towards the menstrual health and the preparation for the MANAC, and the lack of the basic hygiene and sanitization, lack of sanitization, it is overlooked globally. Now, coming to the physical changes and the psychological changes undergoing during the puberty, there are a lot of emotional and hormonal changes, and many changes are in the physical body in an adolescent girl, like breast development, fat deposition, and body hairs in the pubic area and the axillary areas, the skeletal changes, voice and skin. There are a lot of physical changes. There is a very important role associated with the parents and the caregivers who take after the who should take good care of the girl adolescent child, to teach about what is MANAC, what are the journey towards a MANAC, what are the physical changes she would be going through, and what are the emotional changes she would be going through. These all should be taught by the parents, teachers, and the caregivers who are closely associated with the girl child. Addressing in a restricted custom where no dialogue or interaction is given, or proper preparation for a journey towards a MANAC is happened. In our journey, we read through some books like Arindum Ariyamalum by writer Jnani, where it is an article which came in Vegadam during some 2004 or 2007 something, and stopped abruptly. The book discusses about the good touch, bad touch, psychology, and the perception from the experiences the girl child faces in the first 10 to 15 years will shape the inbuilt nature of the child. He quotes like that. It is very true. When a girl child undergoes a sexual abuse, then her entire nature of the child will be affected throughout her life. So the teachers and the parents and caregivers must educate about all these things to have protection and save herself, use a sixth sense to know about all these things, about what is good touch, what is bad touch. So the experiences, though if she is going through a bad experience also, she can come out of it very boldly and come out with the flying colors. And the daughters should be taught about menstruation even before they attend their MANAC. This is very important. From the age of 7 or 8 to 10, we should be talking about the parents and the teachers and the caregivers must be talking about the journey towards a MANAC and what are the body changes will be happening. These should be talking at the home. These should be talking to the children at the schools, and education and awareness regarding all these things is very important. The term sex, the writer neatly quotes that the term sex does not mean about sexual activity. It is about the gender difference. What is Paul Ina Adayalangal? What's about the external reproductive organs, internal reproductive organs? What are the physiological changes associated with what is a good touch, what is a bad touch? He discusses about everything. And he also teaches at the end of each chapter, he discusses about how to teach the parents and the caregivers to how to educate their girl child to know about all these things. So this will be a very beautiful book. And apart from the physical changes happening with the girl, the emotional changes also will be happening. So this is a book. There is a words from the book, the Aniladu Mundril, where this lyricist or Mr. Na Muthukumar quotes that how the hormonal changes will impact the emotional changes in a girl or a boy, and how to deal as a parent, how to deal with a child in a friendly way. It will be very beautiful when you go through this book. Have a look at this book when you encounter a chance to read this book. And why MANAC matters? Because there is a journey of the unnoticed bleeds, abdominal cramps, bleedings, but the impact on the physical and mental health is been very much. But when someone when we are passing by a road, when someone gets injured and suffers a bleed, we are in a great shock. We help them. We get immediate medical treatments, and we do have sympathy also. But when a woman bleeds at every month at her homes or her official space, she bleeds. She just bleeds. There is no whisper. I don't remember I don't remember seeking my mom seeking help or rest when she is on her periods. I never noticed, and none of my the women relations sit at home without doing any households or their official works when they are in periods. There is no whisper. Neither anyone asks her, neither hears her, and no one supports her. She carries everything simultaneously. This is the life of the women, and she carries everything, her goals, household chores, ambition, and her ambitions too. So the journey of the unnoticed bleeds also should be get noticed. So viewing this is MANAC in the vision of the Siddha system of medicine and puberty, uh, uh, we are going to discuss about the Meima particle, the principles on which the Siddha system of medicine works on. Stating from quotes from the Tirukural, Miginum Kurainum Noisayum, Nolor Valimudalai Ennia Mundru, the three humors, Vali, Aral, Ayam, the weird Tadus. Any imbalance in this will be reflected in the pulse. So, based on these principles, this is the system of medicine works. And regarding the speech about the MENA, in the core concepts of the Siddha, there are four main heat, Sood, are affected in the body that leads to the imbalance in the Uyirthados, Varial and IM, and it is reflected in the pulse. So we are talking about Siddha system of medicine discusses about four types of heat. Udar Sudu, Mega Chudu, Mula Chudu, Garbha Sudu. Udar Sudu meaning it means the heat in the body. Mega Sudu, it means the heat around the reproductive organs and the genital organs. Mula Sudu, it details about the heat associated with the anus and rectum. Garbha Sudu, it details about the heat associated with the uterus and the whole hypothalamus, pituitary, ovarian, hormonal axis. And when this Uyirthadas are disrupted, when these Sudu and Vayu are disrupted, it brings about the imbalance in the Variyalal Ayam Uyirthadikal, and it is represented in the pulse. And throughout, it is not that once the puberty happens, all these gets triggered out. No, this is born when a girl child is born. It is born when all these things and principles are built. Whenever a child is taken birth or starts growing in a mother's womb, all this happens once the child is growing in the womb itself. So, discussing about the first four stages of the women, Pedai Paravum, Pedumbai, Mangai, and Madandai Paravum, all these years also, these type of Chudu and Vayu are affecting the Meima particle, Variyalalayam, and it is reflected in the pulse. So, when this is interrupted, it results in Sudaga Vayu, Sudaga Tadai, and Sudaga Vali. These are diseased conditions. So let's see how to overcome this through the view of Siddha. So routines. Siddha system of medicine emphasizes on routines. Routines, it seems it is not just in once in a blue moon day. It should be followed every day. It should be followed each and every moment. I again quote a Kural from Tirukural. Vanjamanathan Padichurukam, Budangal Anaitum, Agate Nagum. So even a small change in our thoughts, actions, or eating habits, or routines will bring a change in the five Budams, Panchabudams in our body. So it will have an impact. You may think that it is unnoticed, but it will bring about a change in your human body and mind, and it will be reflected in your pulse and Uyirthadas also. So adhering to the journey of the nature, sunrise and sunset pattern, the routines will help us have a holistic healthy lifestyle. So we have to emphasize our girls, adolescent children's, and from not from the age of the adolescence, but from birth and then through all the growing ages. We have to prepare them for a routine life like a sunset and sunrise. Why? Because whenever a girl child is born, she is born with an ovary. She is born with an uterus. She is born with millions of ovum in her uterus. But at the stage of the reproductive stage, throughout the puberty, menopause, menstrual cycles, days, and when she reaches the reproductive stage, the millions of ovum gets destroyed in her body, and at the reproductive stage, she will be having some 25,000 or low levels of ovum only. So, maintaining a routine lifestyle is very important. This is insisted by the Siddha system of medicine. So the first thing Siddha system of medicine emphasizes is wake up and sleep routines. Nowadays, increase in the screen time like mobiles, using laptops, doing homeworks in their tabs and systems, and watching many videos like all these things. The sleep and the wake up routines are disturbed. So this should be taken into account and taken into great concern by the parents to check onto their child. First, they have to change themselves to set a good routine about sleeping early and getting up early. So the circadian rhythm will be balanced. So there will be a good impact on the health and the future health, and also it has a good impact on the menstrual health. All over, it is like discussing about when Siddha system discusses about the microcosm and macrocosm, what's happening inside the human body, what's happening in the entire cosmos is important. So there is a lot of relationship between all those things. The core temperature, the seasonal changes, everything has an impact. What's happening in outside will be happening in this body also. So the biological clock and the circadian rhythm has a great impact on our health and menstrual health too. So sleeping earlier and getting up earlier will be a good thing to support us in our healthy menarche and menstrual journey and reproductive journey too. So the next thing we are going to discuss about is about the clearing bowels and the bladder. It is very important to clear our bowels and bladder, especially in the early mornings. And there should be no restriction in drinking water or using washrooms or anything else. In a clinical experience, we open to counters many of the young girls at the schools and colleges avoiding using toilets, restricting drinking water. They only consume only small amount of water to avoid going to the restrooms because of the lack of sanitization. This is a very bad character, but this is a very bad habit. It will have a great impact on the menarche and your menstrual cycles too. So clearing bowels and bladder is very important because relating to the Meima Kodpadugal, there is different types of vayukula in our body which has very different functions. If the bowels and bladders are not functioning properly, the Abana Vayu will get disrupted. It will affect the functions of the Samanan and Pranan and it will be affecting our menstrual health and reproductive health also. So clearing bowels and bladder is very important. So speaking about the food habits, the nutrition and the metabolic balance, in Tamil Nadu, especially the Tamil culture and the Tamil society has been focusing more on the traditional foods like using sesame seeds, urad dal, and fenugreek seeds. These three things are being emphasized to have a healthy menarche and healthy menstrual cycle. But the food and food types, the vessels mentioned here in the screen, it can be followed from the early childhood also, including all the things mentioned in this slide can be used, can be integrated for not having sesame seeds going to affect health and
வாய்ஸ் கிளியர் இல்லாம இருக்குமா? வாய்ஸ் கிளியர் இல்லாம இருக்கு.
And it's not it's a having sesame seeds while having your periods will help you and it will lower your value and it will lower your
Yes.
Doctor, your voice is breaking.
Okay, ma'am.
It's not
Hello.
clear, Satyavati.
Still
Am I
not
audible?
clear.
Okay, ma'am. I will try to speak louder.
No. Now it is okay.
I think it's the
Okay.
internet. It's not your voice, it's just the internet. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Using traditional foods like ragi, bajra, and traditional like rice will add nutritional health. Having date, figs, pomegranates, badam, and especially the red raw rice, puttu, ratasali rice, the flower of the plantain, then perandai, moringa, aloe vera, green leaves, fruits, and vegetables will all add to the nutrition and metabolic balances. There are a lot of discussions about iron, folate, vitamin B12, calcium, everything. These are the concepts emerging now, but this is not a new thing. Our traditional medicine, our Tamil culture has various types of foods that are mentioned to have a healthy well-being and also the healthy menarche and a healthy menstrual cycle, and it will also strengthen the reproductive journey of the women. So all the foods mentioned here will help us to have a healthy manner. The thing we have to understand is having all these items at the time of menarche only will not help. It should be in our routine from our childhood itself. Then using iron vessels and copper vessels will help us to have a good health. It will add to our iron content in your body. And avoiding tamarind and implementing this Garcinia cambogia kodambuli in your diet will help you reduce your weight and have a good reproductive journey. Then having gingery oil and palm jaggery, these are very important things which has to be emphasized and integrated into our health for having a healthy reproductive journey and a menstrual cycle. And the core concepts of the Siddha, we spoken about it like to bring balance in Suda and Vayu so that our Varialalayam Uyirtadus gets normal. So to bring a balance in all these Suda, Vayu, and all these things, oil bath and purgation is mentioned in the Siddha system of medicine. Oil bath weekly twice and purgation yearly thrice. So to bring the Sudar Sudu, Mega Chudu, Mula Chudu, Garbha Chudu, not only taking oil bath, but also taking some type of oil like hot compressed castor seeds oils or Bhavana Panchangula Thailam in our reproductive journey, like purgations during your menstrual cycle or purgations yearly thrice will help you bring a balance in between the Suda and Vayu in the human body. So that it corrects and maintains the weird tadus, Vadilanayam, and it will be also reflected in the pulse. So oil bath and purgation is very important, and this also has to be a routine, and it should be followed from the childhood. This is from the childhood itself. So not once Menac starts, you have to do this. No, it is not like that kind. You have to emphasize and integrate into your children's, adolescent children's lifestyle from the childhood itself. It's very important to have a healthy Menac and to maintain the puberty, menstrual phases, and the reproductive journey. These two things are very important. For oil bath, you can go for, normally we can go for gingerly oil and jeera heated for oil bath with hot water. Especially the oil bath is recommended to do in the early mornings. And hot compressed castor seed oil, which we mention as Utrina Ennai in Siddha system of medicine, is very good to have as a purgation medicine yearly thrice or during her menstrual cycles to bring about the balance in all the Sudha and Vayu and get the menses, get the pulse normal.
Doctor, sorry for interrupting. Can you tell the name of purgation? This is like scientific. Can you tell in simple terms what it is? In Tamil or in
Tamil, we call it as Utrina Ennai. In English,
purgation.
For purgation. In English, it is called as hot compressed castor seed oil. The book Natkarani refers to this hot compressed castor seed oil, which will be prepared from the freshly cultivated resinous castor seeds. It will be soaked in neeragaram, fermented rice water for a day. Then it will be pounded and added with water and heated, so that the oil droplets comes like a golden yellow color. We have to collect the oil will be collected and heated to get the pure oil. It's like a refined castor oil, but it is prepared at each home from in the early Tamil culture. It has been prepared in every home for all kind of purposes. They will be having during menstruation, they will be having during their pregnancy journey, and after the childbirth, they will be giving to the child also. It's called as Utrina Ennai. It can be used for purgation during the menses also. When you have your abdominal cramps is more for your child during your menses, or there is any sort of more body heat during while you're having menses, you can be having this hot compressed castor oil with a rasam or some sombu kashayam at the bedtime at night. So oil bath and purgation is very important to be followed from the childhood. It should be followed through the adolescent age and throughout the reproductive journey to keep our Uyir Tadus at the balanced state.
So purgation is actually like Bedi, right? Like
Bedi marundu, but it's not about having the bowels cleared. It is about balancing the Uyir Tadus, getting the balance of the Sudha and Vayu and getting the balance of the pulse.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And the very important, another important thing is application of the knives.
We can't hear you, doctor.
I think you're breaking up again.
The karisale juice, that leaves, karisale leaves, extracted from the leaves of karisale, and it's dipped and soaked in a white cloth. And this white cloth is dried and it is used for lighting the lamps. So the charcoal deposited above the plate, kept above the light, is collected and it is mixed with castor oil and applied over the eyes. This is very well used for girls. Even boys can also apply this. It can be used to cool your body, cooling your eyes and cooling your body, and maintaining the optical pressure. It is Anjanam is very helpful. It can be applied 3 days once, but this Anjanam should be applying the Anjanam or mai in your eyes should be avoided during the day of the oil bath and menstrual days. It is emphasized in Siddha principles. Talking about the physical activity and extracurricular activities, this is a very important thing because the use of the machines like the mixie, grinder, we have vehicles travel from one place to another place. We are lack of many physical work, so we are emphasizing physical activities and extracurricular activities now. This is very important to stay fit, to stay in shape, to stay healthy, to stay mentally and physically strong. This physical activities and extracurricular activities should be indulged from childhood like a routine. They can go for a yoga, they can go for a walking, they can go for gym, they can go for a silambam, they can go for karate, anything, swimming or anything. They can learn painting, they can do some tailoring course, any type of physical activity and extracurricular activities. These both are important, and it should be a routine from the childhood to have a healthy manner and to have a healthy reproductive journey for a woman. So, yoga asanas are very important for the reproductive journey. Practicing yoga asanas from the childhood, it will have a great impact on the holistic health, not only manak and reproductive journey. Overall health will be very good. So going for sarvangasanam, halasanam, and we breeze on producing brahmari pranayamam, pavala muktasanam to reduce your body heat, sitali pranayamam. So cobblers pose, these asanas, and there are lot of asanas, but these are very helpful for women throughout her reproductive journey. So like physical warm-up exercises and plus yoga asanas will help her throughout her having a healthy reproductive journey, and it will help her maintain a good mental and physical health too. And last about the menstrual hygiene and the management. We used to encounter many girls in schools and colleges without changing their napkins for more than 10 hours or 12 hours. This is a very dangerous, and it will impact a great thing on our reproductive organs, especially the UTI, urinary tract infections. All these things will happen, and there will be a poor hygiene reflecting a dangerous impacts on our health. So now, while using sanitary napkins, good cotton things, and with 4 to 6 hours you have to change that sanitary napkin. These awareness should be given to the girl child. And while having napkin rashes, they can go for coconut oil or castor oil application over the groins. Applying powders can help her get away from this napkin rashes. Nowadays, they are using menstrual cups also. This is very good enough to avoid the pollution and all those things. It can be used for a very long time, and it is very easy to handle and sterilize also. So using proper cotton sanitary napkins, hygienic ones, it's very good. And also the menstrual cups is also very good. When parents should seek medical advice nearing to menarche, nearing ages of the menarche, there are some red flag signs. Menarche, the girl children facing menarche even before the age of 8 or at the age of 8 or 8 to 10, they will be suffering a very lot of fatigue, and they will be very down. They will be not able to handle all those stuff, and it is very difficult for the parents also, the caregivers also, to support the child. So these things can be handled through the system of medicine to promote and support her reproductive journey by giving some medicines to support her immunity, and thereby increasing the general health and reproductive health of the child. There are a lot of medicines in the system of medicine. So a girl child attends menarche at the age of 8 or 8 to 10. It is necessary and essential to meet a doctor nearby doctor to have some support to support her general health and her reproductive health. And we also encounter patients with menarche. They have not attained menarche even at the age of 15 or 16 or 17 also. We have encountered some cases like patients like that also. Also treatable with the system of medicine. Initially, at the clinical space, we check about the development of the secondary sexual characters. There are some medicines in the system of medicine like Agathir Kodambu, which can support her to attain menarche easily. So these two things are very important, where the medical attention to be sought by the parents. And the severe pain affecting the daily activities, menstrual abdominal cramps, and severe pains affecting the daily activities with vomiting and headache, severe mood irritations, and heavy bleeding, and persistent irregular cycles, and poor appetite, very fatigueness and body ache, white discharge, and vaginal discharge. All these things has to be seeked it for medical advice by the parents. These are easier to be treated with the system of medicine. You can approach your nearby doctors to handle all these things. And the last but very important thing is cancer. Cancer associated, some sorts of cancer associated with the breast. It will be, they will be acquiring at the age of 15 or to 30 also. So regular emphasizing on the checking of the breast examination is very important. Every parents and the caregivers has to give awareness and education to the adolescent girl to check on her breast weekly once or monthly once, to get a earlier sign of any lump or any changes that can lead to cancer, and inform to their parents and caregivers. It should be emphasized. And all these listed medical conditions can be treated very well with the Siddha system of medicines. So there are some unsung heroes. Usually they have great part in healing and treating the menarche and menstrual problems in the reproductive journey. In that aloe vera and the castor almanac, there's castor seeds are very important. And apart from this, Veeli, Irandai, Arasamaram, Asogapattai Maram, Kalyanamurungai, Vishnu Krandi, Malayvembu, these are all the important, very important very important herbs that could support the menarche, menstrual cycle, and the reproductive journey. And apart from this, Siddha preparations, metallo and mineral preparations they have a great impact on treating severe anemia, severe dysmenorias, and persistent irregular menses, all these things. So next thing is some home remedies. I'm here to discuss about some home remedies where you can prevent all these red flag signs. Starting from the abdominal cramps, the last one. When you have some abdominal cramps, more severe pain with contraction, when your girl child complains about the abdominal cramps or severe pain associated with the release of clots during her menstruation, you can go for the Krambu powder. It is very easy to prepare. Just try a small amount of Krambu clove powder and mix it with equal amount of sugar powder, and have some half spoon to quarter spoon with honey twice or thrice a day. The abdominal pain will be subsided. It is very clinically practiced, and it can be prepared at home and used as a home remedy. And along with this, you can go for purgation with refined castor oil at the night bedtime. If you take it for some 2 to 3 cycles, you will get you will get a good relief, and the same problem will not be repeated again. And talking about the severe anemia and increased menstrual bleeding and persistent irregular menstruation, you can go for Madulai Manapagu or the Karisalai Manapagu. That's a syrup form of medicine which can be prepared at home by people at home also. So for this Madulai Manapagu or Karisalai Manapagu, you have to extract the juice from pomegranate, or Karisalai we are using now, you can extract the juice from Karisalangani and add with equal amount of palm jaggery and prepare a syrup stage form like a Kambi Padam. When you go for jaggery based sweets, they prepare jeera. So like that, you can prepare with equal amount of juice and equal amount of either pomegranate or this Karisalangani, and you can add palm jaggery and prepare jeera form. You can store it for 3 to 6 months. It will help you improve the hemoglobin content in your body. It will help you with your vomiting. It will subside your vomiting, nausea, it will improve your hemoglobin, it will give enough energy during your bleeding, enough energy during periods also. It can be mixed with 2 to 3 spoons, 10 ml to 15 ml. You can mix it with water and drink. It will immediately give energy for your equating your bleeding. Then you can immediately get the child back from giddiness or something due to the poor health. So it can be prepared at home, like jeera for gulab jamun. You can prepare it and store it for 6 months to 3 months to 6 months also. And speaking about the kumari pakum, there are two herbs that it will be referred with the names of the women. Kumari, being adolescent age, attaining puberty. When a girl attains puberty, she is called as Kumari. So when women attains menopause, they will call it as Kedavi. So Kumari is addressed for aloe vera, and Kedavi is addressed for Moringa. So using Kumari Pakum, equal amount of 7 times repeatedly washed aloe vera gel with equal amount of palm jaggery, and 4:1, one part of garlic, grinded garlic. You have to mix all these things well and cook in a vessel until it becomes like a jam. You can store it for 1 or 3 months. You can have it 1 or 2 spoons twice a day to have a normal cycle, to have a normal menstrual cycle, to reduce your heat, to reduce your abdominal cramps, and to have healthy menses. You can go for Kumari Pakwan. And another thing is Utrina Ennai. Utrina Ennai, as we already discussed, freshly cultivated citramanakku vidaigal, castor seeds, has to be collected, and it should be soaked in niragaram for fermented rice water, boiled rice water for a night. After that, it has to be it dried in sun, then pounded, then it is heated with the required amount of water. It's boiled till the droplets of oil comes out. It emits the castor seeds emits out the resinous castor refined oil that has to be collected, and it should be heated once again to get the perfect oil. You have to filter it and you can store for it. This oil can be applied in your abdomen, your genital parts, applied in your big toe or in your umbilicus, and it can be taken inside with rasam at your bedtime to have a healthy menses. It will reduce your body heat. It will reduce your Sudaga Vayu. It will reduce your Mega Chudal. So thereby, it will reduce your white discharge, will reduce your abdominal cramps. It will help you have a healthy menstrual cycle. So all these home remedies are time tested, and it can be used at homes without any doubts. Okay, this is all about having healthy manner, and I pay gratitude to Tamil people, culture, Tamil system of medicines. So this and UTM, Ulaga Tamil Martha Kazhagam, and GCSMR family, especially Dr. Michael Gerard sir, by the Ravindranathan sir, Dr. Devanaya, and Dr. Salvation sir, my friends and family, and because they have been my backbone and guiding light throughout the journey. Thank you, one and all, for your time and space. This is all about the Speaks webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Satyavadi, for your wonderful presentation. I know there will be a lot of questions about that, and people are, some of them are very new to this webinar. But what I suggested from GCSMR is always is a ground rule. This is not a specific treatment, or we are consulting for a specific ailment or anything. From GCSMR, we are having all these webinars to have a new look, fresh look about what the system of medicine is giving us to you, the lifestyle changes and its essence. So this is a general awareness of the Siddha system on this specific topic. I know there will be a lot of questions, but this is not only one webinar that we are going to do it. We are going to have a series of webinar that's going to come every month. The next webinar is on July 26th, Sunday, the same time, the last Sunday of that month, 10:30. And we are going to talk more about this menstrual cycle. So we are going to see about a lot of the depth in the how the to take care of the menstrual cycle and what to eat, what not to eat. And especially if we have audience from America and other countries, we have a question of oh, how do we get all this herbs? And you said freshly made almond ennai, which is not possible here. So there will be a lot of questions that will be answered by Dr. Selva Shanmugam and Dr. Arulamada and Dr. Satyavadi, who are all part of our advisory committee in the GCSMR. So we have answers for all those things and what is the alternative. So be patient and please give your suggestion and put your questions in the chat box, or you can raise your hand and you are asked your question in a very short form, because there will be a lot of questions coming up. Our doctors team are ready to answer any questions. And also, like some of them you have mentioned, there is specific thing like diabetic conda, all these things. Yes, it's not all these things is not, it's not for a specific ailment. It's for the common objective, for the common for all of this ailment condition, more than it's a condition. So if you have a specific question or if you need to consult, please visit our website, and there is a wellness consultation form that you can fill it, and our doctor's team will address that. If that is for specifically some for that any questions. But if you have any general question on this webinar, or also if you have any suggestion for us to make any topic in the coming webinars, please do so. We are open to all your suggestion and feedback. Please contact us. I have put that WhatsApp group link in that chat box. Please join us in our WhatsApp group, or you can email us. Please visit our website. There are tons and tons of information in our website, which we are giving it for free. We are also going to improve more in the website with more information. So now I am going to open for the question and answer session. Rama, can you call people based on that?
Thank you, Tamarai. Dr. Satyavadi gave a wonderful talk about menstruation. So I'm sure everyone have a lot of questions. I saw first Venkat Ramani raised his hand, so he can ask his question.
மேடம், இந்த டயபெட்டிக் சம்பந்தமா சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. இந்த மென்சுரல்ஸ் இதுல வந்து இந்த குமரி தைலம், குமரி பக்கம்னு சொல்றாங்க பார்த்தீங்களா, அதுல வந்து சுகர் சேர்க்கிறாங்க. அந்த டயபெட்டிக் பேஷண்டா உள்ளவங்க உமன்ஸுக்கு இது வந்து ஒரு சைடு எஃபெக்ட் வராம பாத்துக்க முடியுமா? இந்த கொடுக்குற மருந்துகள், சொன்ன மேடம் சொன்ன மருந்துகள்.
இது வந்து இப்ப நம்ம மெனார்க் மட்டும்தான் சார் பத்தி பேசியிருக்கோம். நம்ம ஏர்லி ஸ்டேஜ் அந்த பூப்பு எய்துதல் அந்த ஸ்டேஜ் மட்டும் தான் நம்ம பேசியிருக்கோம். அதுல வந்து நமக்கு டயபெட்டிக் 1 பேஷண்ட்ஸ்ல தான் இந்த ட்ரபிள் இருக்கும். ஸோ அதுக்கு இந்த சுகர் பேஸ் இல்லாமலும் நம்ம சில மெடிசன்ஸ் வந்து நம்ம சித்தால இருக்கு, அதை வந்து நம்ம கொடுக்கலாம் நம்ம.
ஓகே மேடம். ஏன்னா நிறைய பேர் இப்ப டயபெட்டிக் சின்ன வயசுலயே வந்துடுது.
ஆமா, அந்த கண்டிஷன் இருக்கு. ஸோ இதை தவிரவும் வந்து நம்ம வந்து சூரணங்கள், இந்த மெட்டலோ மினரல் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன்ஸ் வந்து நிறைய இருக்கு. அது மாதிரி நம்ம சூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம், வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு.
ஓகே மேடம், தேங்க்யூ மேடம். சாரி டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ்.
நன்றி சார்.
Next I call Dr. Ashwini. Raised her hand.
The guy is going to pick up me, right?
Yeah. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, in the application of Anjanam, in our hygiene book, they stated that avoid during menstruation time and the kajal. Can you give the why we should avoid using kajal during menstruation, ma'am?
There is some phases where we have to maintain the heat in our. There are some phases where
We cannot hear you, doctor.
Cool our body, and there are some spaces where when in my point, Anjanam medical application or any type of my in your eyes during your menstruation will help maintain the heat in your body. It is very essential to maintain that heat in your body to have healthy menses. It will regulate the menses. When you take oil bath or apply anjanam and cool your body, then I think the heat is disrupted and the menstruation is also disrupted. So it is not advisable to have oil bath during menses, and it is not advisable to have anjanam in menses, particularly to have your heat elevated in your body to have a healthy menstruation.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, no menarche by the age of 15. You said Agathir Kulambu we can give, no? Can you?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Can you say the dosage and the adjuvant for the Agasthyar Kulambu, ma'am?
Okay. There are lots of anabanams mentioned for Agathir Kulambu. Specifically, when talking about this fertility and reproductive journey, Agathir Kulambu mentions Arasa Ilai Kulambu as anabanam for infertility. Maladanigi Garbam Tarikum. It is the indication given for both the male and female genders. So when I applied, when I encountered some 3 to 4 patients studying 12th standard and college first year and still not attained their menarche, I applied that their experiment, just like an experiment I did there. Like Melagalav, according to the body weight and according to their nadi, I altered the dose with Arasailai Kolandu and followed by some Siddha medicines. They got their menses in just 45 or 50 days. There is a successful rate. I have 4 patients like that, and they attained their menarche at the age of some 15 to 17. It is just like experimenting medicines. You can apply it anywhere.
Thank you, Ashwini, and thank you, doctor. I want to clarify something here. Let's not ask about like truly medical doses and everything in this webinar. This webinar is strictly for instructional basis, and every like we always say, every body is different and every condition is different. So let's not take it as a general statement. I know doctor is sharing her experience with patients, but those patients might have been different. So let's not ask specific questions about medication, and this is only informational and knowledge transfer webinar. I'm going to go to Subiksha. She's asking a question about emergency dysmenorrhea. How can it be treated immediately during first day of cycle?
Okay. Can I answer, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Okay. Handling, can you repeat the question? Having to reduce dysmenorrhea at the first day of period.
Emergency dysmenorrhea, how can it be treated immediately during first day of menstrual cycle?
So this is not emergency condition. Abdominal cramps creating some emergencies is very important, and it should be sought with medical advice only. You can't have some home remedies like that. For consistently, you can have that refined castor oil or the diets we suggested. You can follow it throughout your throughout the day or throughout months. You can keep practicing on that, so that automatically your variable IM will be balanced and it will be having a good sign. And talking about the emergency condition, you have to seek your Siddha physician, nearby Siddha physician, you can have some. There are a lot of medicines to reduce this dysmenorrhea, like Kunmukudori Midagu. You can take it on as a home remedy. You can go for Krambu powder, which we suggested in the home remedies. But apart from that, if you are encountering this dysmenorrhea problem each and every month and it creates some emergency, you have to seek your Siddha physician, nearby physician, and to have some. There are many purgative medicines like Kalingadi Thailam, Ragatyar Kodambu, or Siddhadi. And all these medicines, when taken during your cycle time, during the first 3 days or 5 days of your periods, all these emergency conditions will be cured in the upcoming cycles. So you seek your physician nearby. That's important.
Thank you, Dr. Satyavadi. There's a question from Kruba Pillai. I think she says that she came late and to share the video. So I want to make something clear here. Our webinars are all free, but the video and the presentations will not be free. So you have to ask us individually, and there'll be a fee for the video or the presentation. So you have to contact us at contact@gcsiddha.org. We'll have to talk offline about it. Thank you very much. Is there any more questions? I don't see any questions in the chat so far. Are there any more questions? Dr. Satyavadi?
I have a question, Ma. Actually, doctor mentioned about the white discharge, right? These young girls having that. How do we determine what is normal, what is minimal, and what is like more? Like, how do we guide the children? Basically, hey, are you watching this? No, are you noticing this? Like, if it is a little bit too much, then you have to bring it to the parents' attention. We need to talk to the doctors. How do we get a gauge? How do we help them understand what is normal and what is not normal?
Okay, when the white discharge is very minimal, it's very minimal and it does not cause any vaginal or external genitalia itching, then it's normal. When this white discharge is present before your ovulation time, that is from that is before your 14th day of menses, then it's normal. Unless and until it causes any itching in your external genitals, or it is more like a bleeding or like a menstrual bleed, when it is not minimal, then you have to seek medical attention.
Thank you, Ma. That was helpful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manjula. There's a question from Avildar Sirpi. Tell us the preparation and dosage of Kumari Pagu.
So when you take 100 grams of 7 times washed aloe vera gel, take 100 grams of palm jaggery and 25 grams of the paste of garlic. Mix them well and you cook it in a vessel. It will be like a jam. All the water content will be lost and it will be like a jam. You can take like 1 spoon or 2 spoons twice a day. You can consume it for 3 to 6 months, or you can go for 1 month also. 100 grams of 7 times washed aloe vera gel, 100 grams of palm jaggery with 25 grams of well pasted garlic.
Thank you, Dr. Satyavadi. Also, regarding the previous question from Manjula, Dr. Selva has posted in detail the details about the white vaginal discharge. You can look at it as well, Manjula. Thank you. Do we have any other questions?
For the diabetic, this is Kiruba Pillai. For the diabetic patients, is there any, because the discharge and everything, is there any remedy for that?
Please repeat your question, ma'am. Diabetic patients?
Yeah, for a diabetic patients. So, it's always like, we have the problem like with the diabetes. So is there any like a Siddha balm or something, we can use like that?
To have healthy menses or to relieve your fatigueness or like anything, ma'am? What
No,
you're
no,
asking?
the discharge, the white.
White discharge. Okay, ma'am. So speaking about the diabetes, it is about all about balancing your megachud. We are discussing about different types of chud, right? That megachud, it should be balanced. So having oil bath, and especially for diabetes, so the system of medication emphasizes and recommends Avare Kudineer Churanam. There's Avare Kondrai Novel, Maradam Battai, Koshtam, all these things as pounded into a kashayam form and given. So this reduces automatically when you take Avare Kudini Churnam and prepare a decoction and drink, both your diabetes will be controlled, your mega chud will be controlled and will be balanced, and you will not suffer from the dryness of your vagina and external genitalia, all your dryness in your external genitals and itching in your external genitals, and this white discharge will be cured. Only by taking Avare Kudineer, it is well cured.
We can Andriyamma, where we can get it, this Avare Kudineer Churanam?
I think Salvation sir can help this out. I think, sir.
Yes.
I think
Where are you, madam? Are you in US or?
Yeah, US. Yeah.
US. In US, the better diabetic control, you have the Tripala Churnam is available in US market. So Tripala Churnam can mix with turmeric powder. There is 100 gram of Tripala Churnam, 20 grams of turmeric powder, and 20 grams of fenugreek in Vendayam in Tamil, and 20 gram of moringa leaf powder. So all this powder mixed together, and take 1 teaspoon in the morning, 1 teaspoon in the evening, mix with the buttermilk. This is very helpful, madam.
Okay.
The Avare Kudineer currently it's not available in US market. There's a US FDA is not approved the system of medicine. Currently, we are prescribing some safe herbal medicines are available by the US FDA. Tripala Churnam is freely available. You can use it instead of Avare Kudineer.
Oh, mom. So Tripala Churanam, turmeric, and fenugreek. 20 gram.
Tripala Churanam, fenugreek, turmeric, and moringa leaf powder.
Moringa leaf powder, and with the buttermilk. Okay.
Buttermilk, yes. Buttermilk is the best actually.
And this is like, anytime you can drink or empty stomach?
It's prior to the 20 minutes prior to the food, madam.
Food, okay. Thank you.
It is both useful for diabetes as well as the white discharge during the high blood sugar level.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Do we have any more questions for doctor?
One more announcement, as we mentioned that there are a lot of questions about the menstrual cycle. Our next topic is mainly about the menstrual cycle. So we will be getting lot of information in depth about this menstrual cycle in next webinar, that is July 26th, last Sunday of July. I have posted a WhatsApp group also. So anyone new to this group, you can join in the WhatsApp group or email us at gcsiddha.org, contact@gcsiddha.org. So we will include in the WhatsApp group, and we have been informing those groups about regularly about this webinars. And also, if you have any questions or suggestion or feedback, please let us know.
சத்யவதி மேடம் மற்றும் செல்வ சண்முகம் மேடம், செல்வ சண்முகம் சார், செந்தாமரை மேடம், 3 பேருக்கும் மிக்க நன்றிகள். உலக சகோதரிகளுக்கு மிகுந்த ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு விழிப்புணர்வாக நீங்க எடுத்துரைத்தீர்கள். உங்கள் தொண்டு மேன்மேலும் தொடர சிறந்தாழ்ந்த வணக்கங்கள்.
That's it.
Nandri, sir.
Rama,
If there
can
are-
we close
there are
with
no-
the thank you, Rama?
Yeah, I think. If there are no questions, thank you very much for each and every one taking your precious time on a Sunday, and of course, from India and other places. Thank you very much. This was extremely informational for regarding menarche. I think Dr. Satyavati has given us a ton of information. Thank you very much, Dr. Satyavati, for explaining each and every step of menarche. And like Tamare mentioned, we'll be going diving into depth about the menstrual cycle, which is also very important. Thank you each and every one for joining. Look forward to the next webinar, end of July 26th. Thank you very much. Stay tuned.